second installment of my Stash Kit mashup series. So my first kit I put together and everything moved along swimmingly with that. I think I got like 15 pages out of 3 kits that I put together. I went through all my kits and I put the kits together that had the same mood and feel. And once I created that mega kit, then I took and put 2 pages together that I liked, that spoke to me, and then I put all the tchotchkes to the side, which would be the ephemera, the ribbon, or whatever came in that the kits, and I put those off to the side to create base pages. So since they came together so quick, I did not videotape those. I did do a video showing you kind of my process and some pictures. So I hope that was okay, but I'm going to do better from here on out. So this one is going to be Hip Kit Club, and I think it's Oh Happy Life by Amy Tangerine, and that's from 2016. That was the Hip Kit. And then I have a Studio Calico, the March 2017. I have scraps left from that. And I have a February 2018 Studio Calico. So what I did is I felt that these all kind of had the same vibe to them, which is more of a spring vibe this time, spring, summer. So I went and I got my page maps. I went through and I'm going to use the August one to base my base pages off of, which I thought this was cool because a lot of pattern paper. I do like pattern paper on my layouts. So that's what I'm going to be using to base them off of. And then I went through and I put all the little bits and bobs together. I'm going to put them off to the side. And some of these are going to be part of my prompts that I'm going to use. Like I received all these tags, so I'm going to do a page. And my prompt is going to be use tags. So I have those. Studio Calico sent me with one of the kits. So 2 sets of red lettering and the second half of the alphabet. So I got some lettering there. This is as well, these are epoxy like rubber stickers. I have those. These are chipboards. I want these all gone. I want to use these up for this whole kit. I'm tired of having these lay around. I don't use these that much, but I am going to use those. So probably a prompt on chipboard. I see that in my future, right? Then we have some Doodlebug. I got the sequins. I got buttons and some ribbon, which sounds like maybe a sewing prompt is in my future as well. This is just a patch. It's a and sign. These are rubber tchotchkes. So a bee, a flower, and a strawberry. The Studio Calicos, those came with mini stamps. So I will definitely be using these to stamp. This is Dear Lizzie. I'm sure we all have these. These are like chipboard type boards. They were in Tuesday Morning as well. I think I might have 2 or 3 of these in my stash. And then I have some more lettering. These are Flat Studio Calico stickers. These are Doodlebug, which I'm not a big fan of flat stickers, but I'm going to try and use them up. And if I don't use them up and I keep trying to put them into a kit, then I'm going to give them away. I'm going to put them on a free table, or I'm going to give them to the school, to elementary school teacher or library or something, just like Janet from RTS said. They love that stuff. These are Studio Calico, and they're like thickers. They're like a, I don't know, epoxy. And this is the only pack of ephemera that I got and out of the 3 kits that I used. So this is going to be tough because these are really large pieces to be using. So I think that I may have to add a little bit. But I know I can cut some of them. Some of them pop out. Some of them are smaller. Some are just, like Project Life cards. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. But I want to use those all up as well. Then I went through and I put 2 pieces of paper together that spoke to me, that I thought would look good together. And I do not have to use them together if I start scrapbooking and I decide that I want to steal from another page kit. I'm okay with that. It worked out really well for me um, with my first kit. So this is my first base page, and these are just scraps. So, oh, wow, that looks good. Alrighty, see? I love this process. So, and then this, I love this paper. And I will probably just use this side, and I'll probably have to add something to this one. And I just separate my paper with just a scratch piece of paper. So, oh, this one I thought, so I have these orange, this is called gumdrops, these orange wonky dots, and I thought, since I did a diagonal page with my first kit, I thought that I could cut these out in squares and use these as squares. So we'll see what happens there. I'm thinking about that one, how I'm going to do it and not use those as a diagonal. And then this one's Sugar Pie. I love this page. It's so cute. But the cool thing is, nope, no, it's not this one. This I'm going to bring in the gold brownish color as a background, and hopefully that'll make that pop with the two of them. So I have a floral, and I have kind of like a geometric. I'm going to try and mold those together, see how those look. And then this, we start Oh Happy Life. And these are awesome colors. They're very bright, very vibrant. So I'm going to pair these two with a black background, because I think that the contrast on these will look great with that. It'll be a nice page. And this is Sweetie. This is the one. So this is, these 4 pages go together so well that I will probably cut them up and use both sides. So for, both sides of each paper on one layout. But so far I've picked these 2 to go together. Same thing with this one. So I may use part of this, if I cut it this way or if I cut it this way. And then I was thinking that I could fussy cut some of these out and use it on this Pink Fresh Life Noted. It's like a grid. That. And then this one, I think I'm going to fussy cut some more. I love this yellow color. I love a stripe. And I may fussy cut these out. Not sure how this stripe will go with this stripe if I decide to use both sides. And then this is cut apart. So we'll see what happens with that one. Maybe I won't even cut the flowers out. Who knows? This one is like a light mint green. Oh yeah. So once again, this is Happy Happy all over, which I will probably use both sides of this page. Love a stripe. And I probably won't use that side, so I'll probably use the mint green, the happy, and the stripes to create a layout. So it's amazing what you can do with just 2 pieces of paper and add some cardstock to it. I mean, I think I got like 15 pages out of my first kit. So the people that put these kits together, I mean, they really do go together. They've put thought into it. The ephemera really works out with it. And if you watched my first video, I hardly have any scraps left over. And then once I go to do those base pages, I probably won't have any left over at that time. And if I do, like I said, I'm going to just purge it and give it away. So this one, I love this paper. I don't want to cover it up. So I'm thinking that I may cut this and then put little blocks of layers going across the bottom page, maybe hexagons, not sure, but I want to somehow recreate the stripe pattern and be able to put pictures on it. So I had some thought process on that. And then this is just the orange. It has some pluses, little tone on tone there. And then the other side is border strips. So we'll see. I put these in my kit because I want to challenge myself. Last kit, I did some 8x8 recipe pages, and I also did one Project Life. So I would like to do, I think this is an 8 by 11 Project Life, one of these to put in the middle section of a 2-page layout. Um, so I had 3 different kinds. This one is divided into 6. This one, it has a strip down the middle, and then 2 small ones, and then 2 4 by 6. And then this one is just a bunch of little, maybe 2 by 2 squares. So I'm going to use one of those. I'm challenging myself to use one of those to add to one of my layouts. And then this here, I'm thinking these are going to be cut aparts. I'm going to use the cameras and these words as cut aparts. But I'm also going to put them on this page together. So I'll only use a portion of these, and then I'll use this paper. There's sunglasses on the other side. That's a nice geometric. And I won't use that at all. And this one is Little by Little by Chamel. So that is my second mashup kit. And I will be back with my base pages once I have them processed. And then I will come back and I will show you some process videos with some of them, how I finish them off. Some of them I'll just do in a layout share because, like I said, I get like 15 pages out of this process. So very excited. Hope you join me and you're enjoying my series. If you'd like to see something, a prompt or something you would like me to try, please leave it in the comments below and I'll give it a go and we'll see what we can come up with. So thank you. Have a good night. Bye. I wanted to jump on real quick and show you how my papers have changed since I went through everything and put everything together, and how I do my prompts and my my sketches. So this one pretty much stayed the same. I put on there what my prompt is, pattern paper, kind of how I'm going to cut it down, and then I just taped a copy of the sketch to the scratch piece of paper that I use as a divider. Now this one has changed where I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to use a border, and I think I even changed this paper here, and I put notes on here, so I'm going to do a 1-inch border. I'm going to use Jen's trick from Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and I'm going to put the border on top of the paper, which I haven't gotten yet. It's going to be a grid paper. My prompt is go to design, and I even put on here to be careful when I'm cutting this orange piece of paper that I want to make sure that I cut it this way so I can save these border strips and use them throughout my kit. So I even put that information on there. This one really changed up. I won't go through all of it, but this is the 2-page spread, and I have a lot of notes on it, and I might even put a little 8 by 8 pocket page that's going to go in between that. So I have notes on that. And this one I'm using more than 2 pieces of paper, so I stole from another page kit. So I have 1, 2, 3, plus this black one I'm going to use for contrast. So that switched all my kits around since I stole that from another page kit. This one I'm playing along with Sarah Scraps series, the Chamel, to do the sketch challenge. And then my prompt for this one is going to be flip the sketch. So I will be working on that. You'll see a few more of those because, like I said, I'm going to play along with Sarah on that. That's an awesome idea she has. This one was the one that I had matched up with a floral, and I was going to try and do the floral and the geometric. I flipped over a page that was next to the floral, and I was like, oh, that goes much better. So I changed my mind on that. I did say I was going to try and match up this brown color, so I grabbed this green olive, which doesn't match with the brown, but it does match with this green here. So I will be using the cut apart. That's going to be my prompt here, and I'm going to use this sketch with it. So there's that. This one, this was the paper I was putting together, and it had this blue butterfly. I laid it on there. I was like, oh, that looks really good together. So this one has no sketch. It was just, I'm going to call it free play. I used scraps from my desk, And my prompt obviously is going to be scraps. Even had a little story, total crush, where I could think out of the box, like what do I have a total crush on? Could it be a show, a food, a movie? So I might do a little play on that, or I may do it on something else. I don't know yet. This one, since I am using both sides of this now, I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. I kind of laid out, you know, what color's going where. And I don't like all this cardstock. I'm more of a pattern paper person. So I put some ideas down where I could do vellum over the blue, or I could do some gesso, or maybe clear stickers on the blue. I haven't decided yet. So, but I think I'm going to do the buttons, the ribbon, and the sewing on this, the twine prompt, and something sweet, or maybe younger pictures of Liz. So that, because all the doodle bug stuff will make it younger. This is the tags I told you about. So, and this is the floral. I flipped over this paper with the pluses, and I thought that it went really well together. So I am definitely going to do that. I'm going to use tags. I probably won't use this one because it doesn't go with it. It's off-white, but we'll see. And I went in my stash. I got some more tags. I'm going to do that there with that. Then this one, so this is the diagonal. And I had a prompt of a 8.5 by 11 and make it on a 12 by 12 page. So I went and I got the page maps 8.5 by 11. I'm doing that. This is the top of how all the page maps go, but I like that. I liked how that looked, so I'll probably do this on the yellow piece of paper. So this is going to be, I probably can't see that. It's going to be one page. I'm going to do my page map layout on there, and then I'm going to take this, and this is going to flip over and cover that up. And I'm going to scrap something on this as well. I don't know what I'm scrapping yet. And then I'm going to take these cut apart, these words. I'm going to cut them all apart. I'm going to use them throughout the whole layout. So we'll see how that comes together. So I'm still using the diagonal, but I'm not going to cut it apart. And I'm going to use an 8.5, 11 layout on top of that. So I thought that came together pretty good. This one, I said I was not going to use this piece of paper, so I lied, and I was going to fussy cut this. So my thought is, and I don't know if this is still going to work, but I'm going to try and cut these out and then overlap those on here, and then I will have this all here, and then I will use 2 pictures to cover up the center, so the pink will be overlapping on that as a frame. So we'll see how that comes out. It's going to be interesting. There's that one. So at the end of the day, I have, let's see, 3 sketches left over. 1, 2, 3. And I have 2 pieces of paper that I have not put in page kits that don't go together. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to take the scraps. I'm going to do a 2-page layout from the scraps. And I can use this 12 by 12 if I have to, or I can wallpaper them. And then I want to do maybe another 8 by 8 recipe page. And then if I don't use these, then I'm going to put them in at the end of the kit stash, and I will, like I said, create pages with them at the end of my kit. So that's what I have. And then I also told you that I was going to have to go in and get more tchotchkes because I didn't have enough that came with these kits. So I had an extra one of these. Janet from RTS told us about these to put our punches in. So either I have to buy more punches or I had to find a different use for it. So I did go in and I pulled out a bunch of random embellishments that I have in a case, and I thought that I would just throw those in here. If I need them, I can use them. But I have there's the buttons and all the different tchotchkes. Here's some stamps I'm going to use. And I'm going to keep this on my desk and keep it in here enclosed, so when I'm not working on this kit, and when I throw stuff on top of it, it doesn't get all mixed up with all my other stuff. And I went and I got my bags. These did not fit in there. And I went and I got enough bags to put my page kits in, which is my next step. And I got one of the large bags that Janet from RTS told us about that we can get at the dollar store in the travel section. And this whole kit, except for obviously the embellishments, are going to go in this bag. They're going to be housed in here. And then I'm going to start getting pictures and base layouts. So when I come back to finish this, I'll show you my base pages, and then I'll show you the final layouts as well. So hope this worked out much better than my last kit, showing you more of my process. Thank you. Have a good day.